am so behind, like years behind. I had no idea about Ecotanks or any other printers besides the ones that require ink cartridges. So my good old faithful printer stopped printing certain shades of color. So I'm like, you know what, I think it's just time to get a new printer. And because I print a lot for homeschool curriculum worksheets, I create my own printables. I also sell those printables like printed out and laminated. I need a high volume printer. So I went on a little research type ordeal on YouTube, reading blog posts, and just seeing like what's the best type of printer for a homeschool family or just families in general. And I ran across the Epson Ecotank. I also asked on my Instagram to see what other moms were using that are also homeschooling, and a few of them recommended the Canon Mega Tank, which is kind of like similar to the Ecotank right here, as well as another printer by Canon. So okay, I did a ton of research, watched a ton of reviews, so now I'm here with my own review and my own recommendations for a good homeschool printer. And today we're going to be talking about the Epson Ecotank ET-2850. So as I said in the beginning of the video, I had no idea about Ecotanks. I have been with HP for years, and I've been subscribed to the HP Instant Ink subscription, so I didn't even think about ink, you know, or the price or whatever it costs. But the only thing with the HP Instant Ink subscription is you can pick different plans, right? And sometimes I went over my monthly plan of, you know, how much I had to print and I had to pay extra for. So I'm like, you know what, the printing varies, and I prefer to have something that I can use all the time as opposed to, you know, having a set limit amount. And so this video is not about HP, so let's get into what we're here to actually talk about. So first thing first, I am going to say that the that the Epson Ecotank is a bit different from what I'm used to. So number one, it's very, very modern looking. I like the look. It's smaller than what I actually had. It don't require ink cartridges. It comes with liquid ink that you put in here. So I already filled it up, but I can show you like what it looks like, as well as not as heavy as the HP. So those are a few pluses, right? So I went ahead yesterday, of course, my HP printer still works. It just doesn't print out certain shades of color, and that's not because it came that way. I've had it for years, so I just wanted to branch out to something better, you know, something that is high volume printing, because I do have a product launching in July, and it's going to have a ton of printables in there. So I wanted something that has great quality, that prints fast, that's reliable, right? And so based on some reviews on here, I decided to go with this one. So I tested out a few of my printables yesterday. I wanted to compare them to things I have already printed out on my HP printer, right? And so I was testing out the different shades of color. I didn't realize that with Epson you have different print quality options. So you have a basic print quality, and then you have a high print quality, and so that affects like how vibrant the ink is. So I've only had this printer for like what, all of 2 days. So I went and printed out a few things that I need for my kids, and I just wanted to see like how fast it print, you know, how vibrant the colors are. I just went ahead and tested out a few things so I can show you a few features of this printer. So as I said, this printer is, you know, it's lightweight compared to the HP. It's also smaller in size. There are some cons though. So for me, this little screen is way smaller than an HP screen, but they have an app that you can download, so that's not an issue. I do like this. It's very like condensed, and I need that because we're in a small space. I did have a paper tray with the HP printer. This one does not have a paper tray, this specific model. So it's more so, it's hidden. You can hide it if you're not printing. You can open it back up, and then, you know, you tilt it. If you printed on photos or something, you just close in that part. So I like that about it. Although I am spoiled by the trays, I kind of like that function. Ooh, here is where the ink cartridges or the liquid ink go. So as you can see, you lift this up, you put the ink bottles in here, and it fills up the ink like this, right? So liquid ink saves you a ton of time. I think this printer says that I can get up to 6,000 copies in black and 4,500 in color or something like that. If I'm wrong, I'll put it on the screen. But that's pretty much it. And my son is coming in here. Oh, y'all, look at me. Close it up. But yeah, and then it also has this scanning and copy function that I have not used. So that's pretty much it when it comes to the printer. I like the design. It's not, you know, HP of course, but I like that it's different. I don't need the fax option or anything like that. So this is perfect for my needs so far. The only thing I'm worried about is the color vibrancy. I've shown a few functions in terms of this printer. I will say that if you're not really particular about like certain shades of colors or whatever, this is a perfect printer. And I'm still trying to figure out how to get the best quality, so I did a few like maintenance type things on yesterday to see if that affects the quality. I did a few searches for different things because I'm new to the Epson world, so it could be something that I don't know about that can affect like the quality or how bright the inks are. Specifically, I was looking at the red. It was a bit dull compared to what I'm used to for HP. I'll do a little troubleshooting to see if that affects like how vibrant it is, but so far like I like the speed. It's fine for my needs. I like that this ink will last up to 2 years. Probably not for 2 years for me because I print a whole lot, but I won't have to buy any ink anytime soon, so that's a plus. I think I'm also going to compare the HP version of the ink tanks or the Ecotanks. It's called the Smart Tank, so I'm going to compare that next. If you have any specific questions, make sure you drop it in the comment section below. But yeah, I'm super excited, and I'm also mad at y'all because y'all did not let me know that these things existed. As much as I print, as much as I run over my plan for HP Instant Ink, this is perfect, so I'm happy I found it. Okay, so I was a little optimistic about this Epson printer, but it turns out that I'm very disappointed in the print quality. So as you can see, or maybe you can't see as good, but this was printed on the Epson printer and this was printed on the HP printer. And the HP printer color is more vibrant. The shades are different. So I also tested it on another page. So here's the two side by side. This one is from the HP printer. And this one is from the Epson printer. If you see it side by side, you can tell that the one on the right is more vibrant. It has, you know, better shade and grade of colors. Even like on the sides. And especially up here in this area, that's more dull. And then even down here in terms of the little book, hold on. So you can see it better this way, but the HP printer one is on the left and then the Epson is on the right. And look at the little books. So the Epson again is on the right, the HP is on the left, and the book looks really dull right here, and it is well defined right there. So that was the last scroll. I also printed out on some photo paper, and HP won in that area as well. So far HP is my go-to. So I'll be sharing the HP printer in my next video.